What is going on, everyone? This is Controller Cramps, and this is a response video to the TheHORRORman's Slashback challenge. It's a Slashback Saturday. Theme this week is killer cover art. And when I heard that theme, there was only one movie that came to mind, and it was this: Microwave Massacre. This cover, when I first saw it, it blew me away, and I had to have this movie, even if it was terrible. The movie was made in 1983, stars Jackie Vernon, who is a comedian best known for playing Frosty the Snowman in the Rankin Bass holiday specials. Kind of a weird role for him. The movie itself is about an older gentleman that is sick and tired of his wife's cooking. She bought a brand new microwave, so she's trying out all these gourmet foods and things like that. And so he gets sick of it, and eventually he just ends up killing her. And the scene in which he kills her is fantastic. He actually kills her with like a salt shaker, one of those big salt grinders. And halfway through the killing, he puts salt in his hand and he puts it over his shoulder, like it's for good luck or something. It's like the only time in the whole movie I actually had a really good chuckle. The rest of the movie is just really, really cheesy and really corny, and not really in the good way. You know, it is a very 80s-ish sort of Benny Hill type of humor, but at the same time, it's almost like mean-spirited in a way. It's pretty terrible. The guy kills his wife. He goes on to kill lots of other women. He becomes completely insane. So in order for him to make love to a woman, he has to imagine himself sort of killing them after and eating them. Just some random stuff in this movie. I don't know if you've seen this or not. I don't know if I could actually really recommend it. The ending is sort of strange too. It really comes like abruptly. It's like out of nowhere. Even it comes from out of nowhere, but at the same time it's sort of projected throughout the movie. Like, you know what's going to happen. It's just very odd. Like at the end, people are like cleaning up the crime scene. They're actually like moving stuff out of the house. And gosh, I don't want to give too much away, but all of the body parts that he's like carved up and like wrapped in like aluminum foil and put in the freezer, they're all still there. I'm like, where are the cops? The cops never even showed up to this house, evidently. Just the moving people are finding all this stuff. It's just weird stuff like that. I can't really recommend this, but as a curiosity, it's worth it maybe checking out if you're like really bored, or maybe just sort of put it on while you're doing something else and kind of half watch it, you know. It's weird. It's a weird movie. But this cover art is fantastic. I mean, I don't know if this is the original cover art or not. Maybe this is just the Arrow edition, but it is really, really cool. This is a DVD and a Blu-ray combo. Also has a little art book in here. I don't know what Jackie Vernon was thinking when he took this role. It's like it's almost, yeah, I remember this guy too. He's a sort of random, like one of his neighbors. It's like everybody in this movie is like just always horny all the time. Like this was probably the original. I bet you this is probably the original artwork right here. Spoof horror. They came for dinner to find they were it. I mean, I can kind of understand if it's a spoof, but yeah. Oh yeah, that's his wife's head right there. It's a really cool edition. I haven't really watched any of the special features yet. I might actually check that out. Learn a little bit more about this. There's a lot of boobs in this too. Just tits upon tits upon tits. It's actually even the first scene. Like the first scene, there's tits. Yeah. So I think there's also some like alternative artwork in the back as well. always have a hard time with these arrows. There we go. Okay, that's a pretty cool one. I actually really dig that. Huh. Yeah, both of those covers are really good. I enjoy them. So anyways, everyone, don't recommend as a good movie. Recommend sort of as a curiosity. It might be worth a watch just to kind of get it out of the way. Like just to say you've watched it before. When I first saw this, like on Amazon, I think is where I got it. When I first started collecting, I was instantly drawn to it. I was like, I have got to get this. This is like, just the name of the movie, Microwave Massacre, is sort of like, brings up thoughts of like, you know, like when the microwave oven was like brand new, like this must have been like a novelty, you know? So it was like there was microwave madness around the country at the time. So, you know, maybe they thought they'd capitalize on that or something. And it just sort of brought it back a little bit of nostalgia, because I remember when we first got our microwave and stuff, and it was a big deal. So I kind of, you know, relate to it in that way. But then just the cover itself is just, it's cheesy. It's just like a really cheesy B movie, sort of horror movie. It just really evokes that feeling of a really B-grade sort of slasher, but it's fun. You know, it looks like it could be fun at the same time. It wasn't really fun. It was okay in that way. It did entertain me to a point. So anyways, yeah, I'm not going to grade this. I don't think it can be graded, but check it out if you're curious. I am Controller Cramps. Subscribe to The Horror Man, and I'll put a link to his channel in the description, and I appreciate you watching. Have a good night.